All right, welcome, family. You're back with Ebony Republicans. This turning out to be a quality channel, just like Boxing Ego, isn't it? Now, guys, we told you about the boxing cartel. You know who they are. Just like the fake news media, the boxing cartel goes out of its way to give out fake news. Now, when we heard the reports coming from people that should know better, specifically Blue Blood Sports TV, announcing a fight specifically before June, and you didn't hear from Errol Spence Jr. after his horrific car accident. Guys, you should have known we're not going to see that fight at that date. If any, we see the fight at all. I've been telling you guys, I've been ahead of the stories, the breaking news, because we do one thing. We report the news as it happens, right? So we can confirm that the fight is not going to happen, and specifically not in May. If any, that this fight will take place, like we said from the very beginning, it will be announced in April and perhaps take place late June, if not even August. But reporters are starting to say, and they're starting to see the clouds build, this is not going to happen. The Ryan Garcia fight, along with Gervonta Tank Davis, is looking scarce again. Guys, boxing is not men putting on gloves and getting out there duking it out. This is about social media, about their followings. This is about the narrative, and some people are calling it WWE. Well, unfortunately, that fight is also in limbo. Until we have something solid and concrete, you know my two favorite fighters are always willing to make the fight, but it's always the other guy with some doggone excuse. First, it was Terrence Bud Crawford, and he had a rendezvous with David Avanesian, so he didn't have time to wait on Spence, and so they started calling him a duck. Then we have my man, King Ryan Garcia. Hey, looks like he's saying he's ready to go, but the people who was handling his business is saying, Ryan, it's better for you to just talk like you want the fight, but we're going to take a fight maybe with somebody else, Rolly Ramirez, or some other guy, the other Garcia, and then we'll continue to build this fight. Now, guys, in other news, something very interesting is going on. You'll be hearing about this very shortly. The Earth core is not moving anymore. It's at a standstill. Now, if you want to know more about this, we talked about a little bit about this in my first book, Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Black Women Rings Around Saturn, available on Amazon, Kindle, and with your subscription, it's free on Audible. The Earth core is not moving anymore. Reason being, it stops every 200 or 2,200 some odd years. Almost a 2020 deal. So every 2,020 years, the Earth stops. Now, every scientist has their own opinion, and no one is sure about this. So, guys, it's okay for us to talk just a little bit about this. Now, in my opinion, the future does not get any better. It is only the past that gets better. Every time you go back and reminisce when we used to play, things we used to eat, kids when they used to have respect, foods before they met GMOs, before they start taking seeds out, and before we had all of these mass killings and bombing, the Earth was a much better place. Before we had these crazy historians. Well, the Earth knows what you're going through. And it was a movie in 2003 that was made called The Core, but it shows a totally drastic different scenario of what is going to happen. In fact, it's their opinion, meaning that years ago they knew that this was going to happen. How did they know? Well, they got it off of the walls of Egypt and other places. What was said is that once the Earth goes backwards, things will start to go back to the way that they were. Meaning the Earth will start to protect itself, The sun will get a lot hotter and the moon will get a lot colder. This will cause catastrophic changes. In some we will feel, others we won't even notice. And the earth will take you back to the way things were. So when you guys are worried about Illuminati and the white man's world and the Arabs doing this and Africa taking over the world and the Chinese, guys, I'm here to tell you, as we move into the age of Aquarius, the earth is taking care of itself. Mother Nature, Father Time, it'll take care of everything. Don't you worry. Let's just sit back and watch this Errol Spence Jr fight that's going to be taking place later this year. Surprisingly, you will be getting a treat. You never know. We might even be getting Jerome Boots Ennis. Hell, we might even get Terrence Bud Crawford. But that's my take on everything. Guys, let me know what you think. And let's hold these guys accountable, man.